What's your thoughts on collaboration?
That's what I was just speaking to. I think the alliance is working together, figuring out how to do things. Well, we're working towards something right now in that vein, but we're working towards it. Is all I can really say right now. But I'm all for it because I see how it works for everybody else. I understand what we're supposed to be doing without having to do what everybody else does. There's certain things that you should do.
No doubt.
I think it's necessary as a community,
Right.
not only like a child, but it's like it takes a village, right? I think it's so necessary to grow because not one person can do it all, not one person knows it all, and there's so many other ways that we can complement each other and build and grow and develop our own communities that are financially set and stable and thriving. And I think that collaborations are necessary.
And I mean, like, shout out to Suzanne Christine. She
Sue
just
that, right?
She just started a music school. Sarita has programs with the children.
Shout out to Sarita.
Frankie.
You know what I'm saying? Frankie has
Shout out to
situations.
Frankie
Frankie Storm. And it's like, we can help them, and they need our help for real, in certain aspects. Certain things they don't need us for, but they don't do this. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the kids are interested in. You see it on Abbott. They doing podcasts. Like, it's a thing. These streamers are 12 years old. These gamers are 10 years old. Like, and they're making money doing this. So
exactly.
all their friends want direction into how to do that. So I think coming together is a big thing.
Can I just say something though? Like, and I'm saying it with a lot of love, but I'm also saying it with a lot of passion. It's definitely collaboration over competition, period, all day. Sure. No need to explain that, right?
No.
At the same time, collaboration don't mean 60-40, 70-30. If we come to the table, bring the same half that I'm bringing. You feel me? So I feel like when it comes down to these collaborations, you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for who you're partnering with, and it does not just simply means because you have an idea or a proposition that I'm going to work with you. If it doesn't fit me right now, I need you to stabilize your emotions and understand that I'm not attacking you. I'm not coming against you. I don't have any defense mechanism raised or lowered because you having this conversation with me. It just means I don't feel like it fits for me right now. But in 2 years we can work together. So don't feel like because I don't work with you right now, that means we can't never collaborate. I need you to stabilize your emotions when it comes to this collaboration, and also understand that unity and collaboration don't mean uniformity. You feel me? So just because we working together don't mean we gotta do the same thing. Don't mean you gotta come to the table saying
we should likely not be doing the same thing.
You feel me? Exactly. So it don't mean because I got a mic in my hand, you gotta have a mic in your hand. Because you got a camera, I got a camera. No, it means you need to come with your authenticity and whatever you do and bring that to the table 50-50 so we can actually make these collaborations work, because a lot of collaborations fall short in our communities because people are not bringing to the table what they said they were going to bring. So now we got people arguing, we got people being grown adults on social media and on the internets, like you said, talking this and talking that and ruining what it means to be a community and coming together because they didn't understand what it meant to come together in the first place.
But that's business. That's business. I think that
collaborations
with the accessibility with the accessibility or the ease,
trendy
or the ease that people have nowadays to create their own businesses or what they consider businesses, they don't understand what it takes to be in business, because like the bullshit comes with the business. When somebody does some bullshit at your corner store, you don't put up a poster and make a billboard about it. You deal with it. If somebody steals, you might put their picture up, but you put that reasonably wherever the fuck. It's not for everybody in the world because that's too much energy taken away from what you're supposed to be building. So I agree wholeheartedly with that.
Why do you think people do that though? Do you think they want to be seen or they want to be...
They're attention seeking.
But so is it... Because I think recognition and being exploited are two different things.
People exploit themselves and their children every day.
But I'm saying, do they want the recognition, or do they want to be do they want to exploit so they can get seen? Like, what is it?
They want attention. It's like, I grew up and it was this young boy that used to walk to the playground every day in the summer, walk up to the biggest group of kids and either get jumped or chased out the playground. He would get beat up all the way home, and 2 hours later he would walk right back to the playground and do it again.
Why?
Like the attention. I know another guy that started an argument one time on the block. Oh. His argument was
he like to be exploited right there.
His argument was he's like, exploiting himself.
Yeah.
His my other homie, his argument, and my mom. This is what made me stop hanging with him. My mom, like, some people just like to argue, but his argument was, if you saw a Pepsi hoodie and a Polo hoodie side by side and they was the same price, which one would you get?
A Pepsi hoodie and a Polo hoodie?
Yes.
Which one would I personally get?
At the time when he was talking, we was like 15. So, of course, all of us said Polo, right? And to this day, I'm going to say Polo because I like Polo. But he was trying to explain a point that somebody, whatever, but it became an argument based on Pepsi versus Polo. And it's like, what are we doing, yo? Mm-hmm. But this is what he wanted to debate. This is what people do on social media. They put themselves out there to get beat up over the biggest nonsense, and then people correct them and tell them about it, and then they say, you don't know my life, this ain't my real life, and things like that, and do it again. Mm-hmm. And again and again and again.
How can I be respected, though? Like, it's
but
like,
no, you're not looking for respect if you're looking for attention. If you already get attention, you're worried about respect.
I like that.
Seriously, it's just like people with nothing to lose. The more you got to lose, the less you willing to
the less you care.
Yeah.
I like that.
Throw shit away.
I like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think not everybody, but I think these days it's like everybody's attention seeking. I think people don't even think about
purpose.
That's what I say, the core of anything. Mm-hmm. You know, it's all about those 15 seconds of fame and sensationalization. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
But I mean, you have millions of people that are competing to go viral for looking crazy.
National media started it. We're putting Donald Trump on
there.
Going
viral for looking crazy. The most insecure people in the world that would never want you to see them look
not even
some type
that.
of way.
I just think that attention is just ridiculous. Like, I saw a guy the other day talk about how to go viral, like, for finding other people's, like, crazy videos and, like, posting other people's stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, dude, it's not that deep. Like, it's really not that deep for me to, like, try to find fame to find through somebody
well, see, else. The thing is, people understand. A lot of people, some people.
Genuine, like,
I'm trying to find a way to say it. Some of those people do just want attention. Other people just understand the business. It's just like if I run up my page to 2 million followers, I can sell it to whoever to do whatever with. Once I get those many eyes on my platform, then my platform can be whatever it wants. But the check don't come till I get the eyes.
I get you, but I'm still about substance and a message. So if I'm going to run it up, it's going to be about something that makes sense.
That would be corny, though.
But that's corny to you. That's corny to us. That's not corny to somebody that's already corny. What are they maintaining?
That's the realest
Because look, the mentality,
they're maintaining corndom.
Exactly, and 9 times out of 10 though, because look what I'll give you an example. Academics, he got an argument with somebody, and the first thing he said was, if I wasn't doing this, I would be in medical school, which means I would still be making $325,000 a year, something like that. Like, he still don't understand that money don't mean that you're not corny.
Corndom,
right? He don't care about none of that. He don't care about nobody. He's justifying it all by money. Mm-hmm. Everything that he says is justified by money. And that's all that matters if you are the type of person that grew up with the mentality, just wait till I get this BMW. I'm going to shit on all of them.
Do y'all ever think the people that we wonder, like, what do they actually do actually get on sometimes? Like, what do you do? And they be like, on. Like,
there's a lot of people. Amber Rose said we're not supposed to question them, but...
Really?
Yeah, she cussed out Murder Mook on Drink Champs for that shit.
Why can't we, like, it's like, what do you do? No, but really, what do you do?
But you know what? Yeah. You know what?
Like having an online boutique.
Right.
But what do you do?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Some people just are out there and exposure is connected to them. And then once again, even on a, you know, like, not even on a mainstream level. It can be on a hyper local level, on a local level,
Gilly's a good example
level, whatever.
of that.
Just like, what do you do?
Gilly's a good example of that. Gilly has literally been relevant all of this time because of his personality. And I can't necessarily knock that.
Well, he was a rapper.
I was just thinking about Gilly for a whole nother way when he said whoever he was coming back at when he said you the corny, like Rick Ross.
Yeah.
When he was talking about you just a corny nigga with money, don't mean you ain't corny. So that's the whole thing I was just thinking about.
But like even like
he was a rapper. Did that
when
count?
Gilly went looking for Cassidy, Ving Rhames saw that and signed him to an 8-movie deal off of his personality in the streets, being a wild dude. You know what I'm saying? Then $1 million worth of game, this big empire that they got with that, comes from Gilly going online and being Gilly every day. Wallow being Wallow every day. You know what I mean?
But I can categorize, and the only reason I would say I can categorize that is because they're actually doing something. Like, I feel like Gilly is.
There's a lot of people that don't think they did anything before the podcast.
But I feel like Gilly gave motivation. He was like, with the $1 million worth of game, it actually was like
everybody thinks they're doing it.
But it was an alternative way of giving motivational speeches.
I think it was brilliant. I think
because if that's the case,
the whole
then,
thing
like,
was. I think Wallow's side was brilliant too.
So then, like, have you ever heard of like a Nehemiah Davis or anything like that? Like, that's the same thing. It's just an alternative way of doing motivational speaking.
I'm glad you said Nehemiah too. Yeah. That was perfect.
Yeah, so
it's a great example.
Yeah, so I get what you mean as far as like what do you do, but it's just instead of going up there in a suit and a tie and saying, "Hey, I'm going to speak to you like this," they just put it on social media and people. I like it based on.
Look at the Fire Festival. Impression is everything.
You're wild.
Look at the Fire Festival. The motherfucker said we made the thing orange because we knew it would make you stop scrolling. Then we put models and stuff there because we knew you would want to party with them. Right. And then and none of this shit existed.
No.
You're wild.
I'm just saying.
That's wild.
And he got another thing coming. Right. He back popping.
That is wild. Yeah. That's the wildest shit ever.
He right back like, he ain't even went nowhere.
That shit
he did 6 months.
Right?
No, not the boy, the white boy.
The one who actually
the one
did
with
it.
the credit card. Yeah,
okay, the one who actually did it. Okay.
I forget homie name. I really don't even want to say it though. But
man.